tragedy that is my imagination. So, as you can see here, as I get done kicking my desk and whatnot, I have my Let's Resin charcuterie mold, and apparently a camera that doesn't want to focus correctly. So hopefully it'll think about that. Alright, now what I started with was 7 ounces of my Tim 1-to-1. I'm going to scoot this out of the way real quick so I can show you what I got here. I have 2 containers now with 60 ml in each one, and then in the big cup, in the big cup we have 90 ml. So I was debating on whether or not to split up the 90 into a couple of 80s. So that gives me mostly 60 across the board. So at any rate, I digress. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do waves, but we're not doing blue, we're doing reds. So that is what we're going to do. So in this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Schlemiel, schlemazel. So that's purple red. And in this one we're going to do orange red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then in this one, we're going to do a combination of red and bright red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of bright red, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of regular red. Get these stirred up. Okay, so those have been mixed. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Meanwhile, clean up my mess. Okay, move our colors over to the side. Move this guy down. I do not know what the hell is going on with my stupid focus. So I'm just going to put it on manual and just keep shit down here. Pardon my language, but it's irritating. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, spray my corners. Alright, so now that we've got that done, first color to go down is the red and bright red. So we're just going to put that around here. And I am very aware that this is not going to fill up the entire thing. This is just the first layer. I apologize if you hear things exploding in the background. Apparently, one of my neighbors is a day late. So next, we're going to go in with this guy, which is the orange red. Okay, there's that. And now the time has come for me to pour the purple red. Alright, so make sure that that's flat, and then we're gonna go downtown. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is go in and do a bit of a zhuzh. Because we do have a couple of tiny streaky bits, but I'm fine with that. You know, because stuff ain't all one color if you look at it. You know, nature is not all one color. Your hair, as long as it's your natural hair color, is not all one color. That's how you can tell when somebody dyes their hair, is because their hair is all one color, unless they have an amazing stylist. So, color variation is good, in my opinion. So if there's little bits and pieces where the color is a little bit, you know, has some personality to it, great. Awesome. And plus, you can move it 7 ways to Sunday and it's going to keep moving itself. So 9 times out of 10 it's pointless. So, see my earbuds over here? They're making an appearance. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything all cleaned up over here and let this do its thing, and once it's cured, I will be back with you and we will go on to the next layer. See you then. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time for the next steps. So what I have here is a total of 6 ounces of my Fui-Tim 1:1, and I have separated out 1 ounce out of here. Now, I think I'm actually going to separate out a little bit more just in case, because I don't know how much I'm going to need. So I have about, all right, now I have 1.5 ounces. I think that's reasonable. So the rest of it, which is 4.5 ounces, is going to go over the top of our, we'll call it tequila sunrise charcuterie platter, because that's kind of what it reminds me of, is the drink. Wavy gravy mix. So I've got my Alumilite white resin dye, and since I have 40 mil in here, generally speaking it's 1 drop per 10. Let's shake it up a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do. 1 drop per 10. So open it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And clean off that. Okay, now I need a tiny stick to stir. Yeah, I think that's going to be plenty. Plenty. So now I'm going to add my silicone oil. One, two, I'll do 8 drops. And I'm sorry if you're hearing things thudding up against the wall. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but somebody is carrying something up from downstairs and making a hell of a racket. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. And then, since I don't want big, stark, white, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of my Ranger metallic ink in alloy gilded. Doesn't want to focus again. So, but that's what it is. Ranger alloy gilded. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 drops of that because it is pretty strong. Just give it just that hint of sheen, a hint of shimmer. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and turn this way because it's easier for me. And then on top of that clear, we're just going to go ahead and pour our white. And then heat gun. That actually looks pretty groovy. I'm digging that. Alright, so let me spin it back around so that it is flat, flat. Flat, flat on my mat. Yeah. And I actually think that looks really cool. It could go either way, waves or clouds. And I think it's kind of neat. So I'm going to let that do its thing and settle and get all fancy and pretty and find something to do with the rest of this white resin because I have a little bit left over. And I will see you guys for next steps. See you soon. All right, let's get this guy out. See how it looks. Nice. I like the clarity of it. Back looks good. I was debating on putting something on the back, but I really like it like this. Just being able to see through it, and you know, it's sort of up to interpretation as to whether or not it's a sky with clouds or if it's a red sea with waves. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll see you again for the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers.